Welcome back everybody to another video, and in this video we have a very special review for you. This is the 2022 M3 Competition, and this is in the Isle of Man green, and it has the Kyalami Orange Interior. Guys, look at this front end. Super aggressive. We'll get a closer look. We have these two big bulges in the hood to make it look super aggressive. Dropping down to the lights. Obviously, lights are full LED. Dropping down, we have functional air curtains. Because again, this is the M3 Competition. Functional air curtains. Obviously, your front parking sensors. We have, dropping down, we have this bit of a lip extension to just look so much more aggressive. And this is the new front end for 2022. I think it looks amazing. Super aggressive. You can tell it's all functional up front. The entire grille is completely functional. And again, your air curtains there on the side as well. And that front lip again. Coming around to the side here. Wheel and tire. So we're a staggered setup, 19s in the front, 20s in the rear. And these are the Pirelli P0 tires. And this is a 275 35 19. And again, you can see the slotted rotors to disperse heat. These massive calipers. And the M wheel, of course, finished in a black or even a gunmetal, it kind of looks like. But just look at that wheel. Coming around to the side, we have the M3 Competition badge, blacked out. Of course, we have those M mirrors. Coming around to the side, I'll give you a full side look. So this does not have the carbon fiber package. You would get the carbon fiber mirrors, and this would be carbon fiber. You get a few more carbon fiber options we'll go over, but it does have the carbon fiber. If you can see that in the glare, it does have the carbon fiber roof. So you can get a sunroof optional, free of charge, or you could go for the carbon fiber roof. Now here are the 20s in the rear. Again, a beautiful wheel. Again, with those drilled rotors. And you can see it does on the side, it has a side still extension. Again, just for aerodynamics. Coming around to the back. Give you a back look. Just the stance of it, how wide it sits, super aggressive. Now, if you did option for the carbon fiber package, you would be getting this lip, or the spoiler rather, carbon fiber. You would also be getting a carbon fiber diffuser. And again, the quad tip exhaust sounds amazing. There's LED turn signals, brake lights, everything. This is the M3 Comp. And again, there is another side. And this is a launch color. Just looks amazing in the sun. Absolutely turns heads. Now let's fire it up and hear what it sounds like. Now we're gonna hear what this 2022 M3 Comp sounds like. BMW exhaust is second to none, really. It sounds amazing. Now with this M3 Competition, you're getting a twin turbo inline 6, producing 503 horsepower. And this is xDrive, new for 2022. This is the xDrive model. So this is 4-wheel drive. And what's nice is you can actually go to rear-wheel drive as well as a rear-wheel biased 4-wheel drive system on this car. It kind of eliminates the need to get just a rear-wheel drive when you can switch in the xDrive version, which makes it amazing. And that you will hook no problem. 4-wheel drive, 503 horsepower.
Okay, so now guys, we're jumping into the interior on this beautiful BMW M3 Competition for 2022 xDrive. We're gonna jump in. You can see here, you have this beautiful, nice orange on the door panel here, an accent, which is very nice because it complements the beautiful Kyalami Orange on the seats here. And obviously we talked about it earlier. You could have got the carbon bucket seats as an option as well, but instead these seats are still beautiful the way they are. They look absolutely gorgeous. You can see there. All right, so now that we're in the driver's seat in the cockpit of the M3 Competition, you can see here how customizable this car is just by looking at the dash. Obviously it's fully digital, you can see there. You can see over here you have your you can adjust kind of the engine, suspension, steering, and braking. And you can see there it's set on efficient, comfort, which is pretty much kind of the least sporty you could go, most efficient, obviously. And then we can move down to the steering wheel here. You can see it is a nice steering wheel. You have your M badge right there on the bottom. It's obviously a heated steering wheel there. You have these, what I like is you have these M1 and M2 buttons on either side of the steering wheel, and they are fully customizable. So we will show you how to program those to set exactly which, type of mode you want, steering, braking. You can adjust all that. You have your paddle shifters. You got down, up over here, and we will get into the modes here. So coming across, we have this very nice infotainment system, and we are going to adjust the M1 and M2 modes that you can set for this car. So we're gonna go into here, we're gonna go to M menu, and you can see there, you have configure M1 and configure M2. So let's just say, for example, we're gonna go into configure M1. So you can see there that so whenever we hit M1 on the steering wheel, it's gonna put into play whatever we have set or configured here in the settings. So you can see there, you could adjust engine sport if you want, and you have the option to go up to Sport Plus, or you could go to efficient. You have transmission, and this is really cool because your transmission, you can adjust it to either D1, D2, or D3, and you can see there it actually, so these are sporty shifts D2. If you go to D3, they're more performance oriented shifts, and then you also have S1, which is sequential shifting. So for your paddle shifters, you can have it automatically go into paddle shifter mode for you once you hit M1. Go back, and then you have the same, so you got chassis, you have the same option, Sport Plus, comfort, but it's very customizable is the thing. And then you can also see here DSC, you can turn your traction control off. And what's really cool, let's see if it'll let me do it here, is you can actually, we talked about it earlier, you can adjust the xDrive so you can turn it actually into 2-wheel drive or a more rear wheel drive biased, or you could have it in obviously all-wheel drive. Let's see what else. You have your auto start, stop, and we will go back. That's just an example of how customizable this 2022 M3 Competition is. We will be coming down here. You can see as we come down the console here, you have your shifter. Now, a big thing to mention is BMW has gone away with the DCT transmission, and they've actually just put an 8-speed automatic in this car. So they kind of took a little bit of the aggressiveness out of the shifts with the regular automatic compared to the DCT. And you can see here, so there's your park. And what's really cool, this button here will actually adjust kind of your shifting points. So if I do, like if I raise this up to the 3rd level, It'll hold the shifts longer, which will give you kind of a better sporty feel. And then we come down here, traction control. You can see your auto start stop. You have your jet fighter start engine stop. And then you can see M modes down here. So if we do click M mode, you can see we come up here into sport or road. And then you also have a setup and exhaust button there, which is very cool. You have your parking brake and a beautiful M3 Competition logo or badge, which is very nice. So the M1 and the M2 buttons are meant for on-the-fly shifting, which is very good because you don't have to go into all your settings here and take time. You could just do it on the fly right here. It's very, very convenient.
Okay guys, now we're gonna get it out on the road, see how it drives. And we will not be pushing this car just because it still is in its break-in period. So we will be driving it nice and smooth in M1 mode. So it won't be efficient, but it's still in the break-in, so we do want to respect that. There you go, M1 mode is active. You can see it there on the dash. Setting off here, guys. The first thing you do want to note is the pedal response is extremely responsive in M1 mode. Again, that is your first step up. That is not your M2 where it is kind of a race mode. It is just your first step, but super responsive. We will increase our shifting up 1 to the 3rd notch here, as you can do on the shifter, and that will put us in the most aggressive, and it will hold the RPMs high, intending for possible, just to give you more power.
And I believe you can see there we are in M mode, so it changes the dash. So if we go to, see if I hit M mode down here, you can see there it changes your dash back to kind of the normal. But if you do want it in that M mode, you have the option to get that very self-centered dash.
Okay, so we're gonna get on it a little bit. Again, still in braking, but just a little bit. Shifts are super quick. And again, just a light acceleration, but it is super quick, extremely fast. The all-wheel drive gives you that confidence to know you're not going to spin out. But it is just super smooth, super fast. Again, a smooth acceleration, but it still pulls hard. Downshifts are very nice, quick, sounds great, handling is amazing. And again, another light acceleration. And we are in, so we can activate our paddle shifters here. Paddle shifters are very, very responsive, as you would expect from an M3 Competition. Downshifts sound amazing, super responsive. The looks you get in this car are crazy. You just get a ton of looks. It is just, it's the color, it's the new body style, the new grille, not body style really, it's mostly the new grille. And the sound, of course. Lots of visibility too. Not a car where it feels really confined. The seats are amazing. The seats really bolster you in well. Just the overall feeling, it feels like a driver's car. You have all those customizations to be able to make you feel like it is up to what you are expecting of the car. And it is just an amazing feeling behind the wheel, really.
Very comfortable ride still. Still holds that comfort, being a very sporty car.
We will now head back to our undisclosed location. But guys, just an amazing feeling car. The handling's amazing. The steering wheel feels great. It's a thick steering wheel that you can really feel. A lot of these steering wheels will be super thin. Touch points are great. Just an incredibly fun car to drive.